next level is that you have to say before you actually say like a swear word, right? Because normally you would never say anything like that as well. You wouldn't say the S word. You wouldn't say. But now when we do, we say like before, and then we just say shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
listen to yourself back. It's
quite
interesting.
I'm just having fun, man.
No, we are too. It's good to have you here, Nate, as well.
Yeah,
and,
this is cool. I've totally never met you before.
No, I know. We never crossed paths. I was never a StarCraft caster, so that's probably why.
That's because you liked, not dead games to cast.
Well, at least I can put professional eulogist on my resume.
I think first time I met you was when you came here to WCS.
I was in Cologne.
Yeah, it was good times. You, Apollo, was it Todd? Was it the Muslim there?
Yeah, I remember Todd because I had to iron his shirt or something.
Because he didn't know how to iron it, right?
That does sound right.
He doesn't know how to cook eggs. He asked me how to make an omelette the other day. He's like...
Okay.
The guy is like 30. He's established. He's a well-known commentator, but he doesn't know how to cook eggs.
He watches everything. You need to be careful.
All right, we're going to come home and our desks are going to be sabotaged at work.
We're all already blocked on Twitter by him, so.
Let's go, guys. It's going to be Numbani here. Third map. I'm going to be blocked in just a second as well, but I accept it. It is going to be Experiment on the attacking side here as well. It was an impressive Route 66 from them. Let's see what they can do on Numbani here. Mendo is going to be starting off taking a bit of damage here on this Widowmaker.
That was actually a really nice Helix rocket. And Mendo! Aww. This is why he's not on a team.
Batman would be so disappointed.
This is why he's no longer on Rogue.
Shut down.
All right. Well, it's a bit chaotic here at the moment, isn't it? But for the most part, Melty, you can see they've started with the Symmetra on this first point again. This is a hybrid map, so you need to capture the payload before you can move it along. They're always going to sort of bust that one out there. That attack obviously didn't work very well. So really, you can see
level 9 scrub.
The D-Gun Torbjorn, by the way, I think we need to give that a bit of credit here. When D-Gun got the pirate skin for Torbjorn, he went out of his way to message me, told me to get into a game with him so he could show me this skin. He loves it so much.
It is a great skin.
He's a big fan. He just cackled. That laugh that D-Gun has, he just cackled for 5 minutes looking at it. It's so great. He's laughing.
Mendo! Why do you miss shots like that? I have to be harsh on him because he always talks himself up as being like the greatest gift by God to Earth. And he just misses shots like that even I could hit.
That was the Earthshatter coming down there as well, though. So another failed attack from Experiment. And, oh, my God. I mean, Teleporter's up now as well. Res is available for Melty.
This is a really nice setup for them, to be honest. It looks sweet.
All the things you want. Plus the Torbjorn as well, who almost has Molten Core.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Flippy, his timings have been so damn spot on because he obviously doesn't see them coming, but he's hit his Helix rocket every single time just through that little hole.
Yeah. Really good understanding of how to use that properly on this map. That's this setup just looks. These guys feel like they're super comfortable being able to hold this first point.
This was a weakness for Melty though, so it makes sense they've kind of tried to shore things up a little bit here. You can see Nico coming forward. He gets rid of Mendo. It's worth sometimes just to get the one kill. Don't always need to refund it. And D-Gun's just holding on to this Molten Core. He's going to get super tanky, and now he can do a much faster fire rate as well. Look at him go in. He's going to break down that Reinhardt shield in a few moments here as well, but Icefeld is ready to try and stop him as he comes through, but Flippy goes down. He managed to get him there, but D-Gun does have that Molten Core, but just as it times out, he gets flashed and almost taken out.
He's still alive, though. He's actually able to survive that with the help of the extra armor. A revive coming in yet again, this time out of Veinless. As we're going to see them still trying to survive. Toxichead, he's actually playing McCree this time. He's eventually going to be just enough to survive. The turret's going to fall, and Team Experiment have been able to take the first point.
Yep, so picking it up, we see he'll be on Widow now, and you tell me what's going to happen, Jason. Tell me the future.
He's going to kill Mendo because Mendo's crap.
Okay.
Well, Flippy almost lost out in that
he did.
one there.
I know, that's why I was like, wait a minute. No, but, I mean, one thing that Mitch and I have always talked about when we've cast, there's a lot of FPS one-on-one. If you can't aim the others, then you're not going to win a game. But with Widows, it's particularly important because if the other Widows really dominate your team, you need to depend on a Widow of your own to be able to deal with them.
You need to answer it. Like, you need to trade someone into it. Like, try and get a 1v1 or something.
You shouldn't just try to run through while you randomly get picked off?
See, this is why you lose all your games. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Well, I mean, I could just fly over the air. They can't hit me while I'm moving.
But you're a Junkrat.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he can fly around. So Flippy there, nice shots coming out from him as well. You saw what he did to the Reinhardt. He's getting aggressive as well. He's going to take the fight to Mendo. He just loses out as well. That was a grudge match, by the way. There was a bit of venom in that little fight. Mendo's going to get the better of him, and he also takes down D-Gun. This is what happens when you let a Mercy off, when you let a Widowmaker off the chain.
Yeah, this is
going to fall, though. He's got to. Toxic's going to be using his ultimate. His Deadeye from the backside. He gets a flashbang kill as well. Oh, food is here. That is great. I can't eat it now, though, because I have to observe. But anyways, you guys can enjoy. And Toxkin, he's just still committing. He's still going. He's still picking up kills.
No, he's not stopping for that one as well. D-Gun is going to fall down and Experiment start to get a bit of a run. Melty had a solid hold. You see, of course, they've long since gotten rid of the Symmetra on that first point. Now they're obviously going for the Lucio. But this is great progress, really. After getting towards that second bend, we've seen Experiment really just go in leaps and bounds. And it's been off the back of Mendo, really doing some work. Good healing as well from Evoxy and Vayner. So I want to point that out. We haven't spoken about Evoxy that much, as much as we would have liked. I mean, he's a bloke from the UK. We played with him a few times as well. And he's, I mean, just sort of stuck in a position of playing this Lucio role, but he's very adept.
Yeah. And the whole team stepping up with the Lucio and the Reinhardt down. Mercy, actually the Widow also just taken out, so they're continuing to make some good progress here with this payload. Steps forward, gets the flash. Not able to actually pick him off, though. Bit sloppy, gets taken down by Toxic. And yeah, they're just, I mean, they keep getting all these picks. They're right there. They're pretty much ready to punch this one in.
Yeah, they're holding them back in spawn too. The Earthstrider's going to come through and catch on to quite a few. Evo and Icefeld now on the ground. They have survived the majority of this one, and they've actually been able to turn this around as well. Mooney's going to fall. The Reeve out of Venus and his entire team back alive, and Toxican towards the back, going to get a Deadeye off. At least kill D-Gun. This payload is getting so close to finishing.
Yeah, Toxican needs to land these stun grenades. He does. Flippy falls down pretty quickly. He was the diva just to try and stall it out, and Nico also falls to fan the hammer. It's an incredibly powerful ability to use there, but Moon had armor plus the shield there as well. The overshield from Sound Barrier going to keep him alive long enough, and Mendo can chip away at this Reinhardt shield. Look, if you got nothing else to shoot as a Widow, just shoot the shield. Get rid of it. You're doing your team a big favor.
I think another thing that also hurt quite a bit as they were going up there was the offensive hammer from Russer wasn't able to get any knockdowns either, which helped a lot with as they were starting to pour out and kick them off of the payload. But it is oh so close. As that Deadeye does get triggered, looking for love, but nothing to be found.
What about Mendo killing him just eliminates the possibility of that one really being effective. He's even able to get the kill on a Flippy yet again in this situation, that time with him being on McCree. Now he's going to come around the corner looking from that high ground. He's not going to have an opportunity just yet. We'll get a couple of shots off on the Cabal. He'll fall, and the revive will be there.
It's going to have to be a good one here as well. And Melty have to hang on. 4 minutes still left, and Experiment are pressing forward now. Moonell does have that Earth Shatter available. Shield up. Oh, he gets knocked down though as well. But I think the McCree channeling Deadeye also got knocked around, or at least killed at that stage. So now Toxican back on his feet. Again, got rid of the Diva, and that's the payload getting across there. Very respectable timing again from Experiment. These guys know what to do on the attacking side here. I'm surprised to see him take the game so well towards Melty. These guys have got to lift.
Oh, better. We're going to see some action. This is when Flippy came straight to his face.
When taking that 1v1 and just no health, getting the follow-up, it was just good.
That's a lot of reses too. Bo res 9 people. That's 22% of his team's deaths. Like basically a quarter of his team's deaths he revived.
It depends over how many actual uses of the ult as well. It gives you a good idea of how many people he's managing to catch in it. But yeah, I mean 9's pretty good from that one.
Pretty good. It's not bad.
That's all right. I mean, decent. I mean, you know.
I mean, if you even only got one person per res, getting 9 reses to get that many would still be somewhat reasonable to a degree.
Yeah.
Putting people back on their feet, that's all that matters. Melty there on your screen. Daskar is the coach behind him. On the way, so these guys actually have a proper coach. Daskar's job is sort of managing the team, looking after the welfare, and I think he does get involved in the psychological aspect of the gameplay, even if he's not necessarily an Overwatch expert. So, yeah, this is the arrivals board inside the airport, and cheekily enough, Blizzard have actually put the locations of their offices on here in a couple points as well.
I was going to say.
Basaya and Irvine. So, cheeky.
I was going to say, I don't think there's a big airport there, but they got LA there. They got New York.
Got Dorado on there as well. I guess that is.
I wonder if these are actually going to be all maps, or like a lot of them all maps, because Hanamura's in there. You've got Hong Kong for the Beijing Tower.
Like, why Cork? I find so interesting.
Where is Cork?
Cork's, isn't it in Ireland?
I think it's in Ireland. I'm American. We suck at geography.
Cork and Cologne are sister cities. There you go. So there's a pub.
That doesn't help.
The Corkonian.
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
That doesn't really do anything.
Whatever, guys. I tried.
What's the capital of Switzerland?
Zurich. Is it Zurich?
I wanted him to try.
Oh, sorry. I was
Dude, man.
Come on. I got burned on this so hard.
Switzerland?
You still? I said it already, but you didn't hear it. That's unfortunate.
I know.
I
burn.
I got nothing.
Burn.
Burn?
Burn.
I thought it was Zurich, so I was wrong as well.
Oh no.
I learned
Hence I got burned on this before.
That's...
Great, Jason.
Let's just move past that.
Yeah. Okay, so
I said I was good
it's
at
going to be the defensive duties here for Experiment after a pretty decent run. We see the time up there for you guys there as well. 6 minutes and 12. That's great. Really, very, very good. So, yeah, again, Melty are going to have to getting their skates on here. They can't all play Lucio, so they're just going to be fast.
Double Mercy, though. Because they want to they want to damage boost a Bastion, have another one just free for the rest of the players.
Yeah, it can work. I mean, we saw what Mendo was able to do to him before. It's a no respect play as well. He knows he's going to use his Bastion. He's going to get it done. But quickly, the double Genji working out very, very well yet again for Melty. They did it on Route 66. It worked there, and it works here as well.
And the mobility playing out really nicely for him as they come up in here, getting the Genji off the point so far.
Still haven't really killed too many people on the defending side. I mean, they've already lost about 3 or 4 people, and Flippy, I think he's still alive, actually doing some decent damage. They actually captured the point already.
Nice.
I think Team Experiment just backed away and let them have control, try to stay alive as a group, and again, it's back to Mendo v Flippy.
The eternal struggle there as well. I think the former actually has his ultimate, speaking of which Nico does have Dragon Blade quickly. I mean, it's basically a Mercy knife. It's a great way to eliminate the Mercy if you want to get in the back line. Normally that's your goal as a Genji, and having Dragon Blade available makes that much easier to do.
Yeah.
It also resets your dash when you use it. So,
yep.
And of course you get dash resets on assists or kills. So I mean, it's crazy what you can do if you're actually getting involved in the fight.
Yeah, there's a lot you can get done if you can find those opportunities, or at least get the setups for the assists as well.
I thought there was a good opportunity for a joke there. Turn to a knife for Mercy, Swiss cheese knife.
Oh, that would have been great.
That would have been great.
I would have given you that. Now we know where Burn is. It's all coming together, Jason. But
Yeah.
there's going to be a sound barrier used here by Melty, and to be fair, they're making damn good progress. Look how far they are off already, and look how far forward of the payload they've actually chosen to fight. So they're going to give themselves some breathing room, and that's the reflection of the stun grenade. I love it when I see it. That's a great way to shut down a McCree.
He's
and
going
Digan
ham.
going nuts. Didn't even have to use that Dragon Blade there as well, just getting it done the old-fashioned way. Oh my lord, this has been a very, very quick attacking side now, and already Experiment been pretty much pushed back into their spawn.
Yeah, Recon Visor goes live. They still have the 2 ults coming up as well. I think that was the one actually just there off the Winston.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Mendo didn't even know you were there and you still missed 3 shots. And he still dies to Mendo.
Game is
All right.
hard, all right?
It is hard, actually. It is hard being Widow.
You tried to trash talk him. He's doing pretty reasonable this map, I'd say.
I think Mendo maybe heard me when they walked to the bathroom to go together. Like
Well, you see actually Toxican guys have switched. Well, that's not too bad at all there, just off towards the left side. Toxican has switched over to the Roadhog, sorry, and managed to get a really nice whole hog there. Great way to deny aggressive advances. If the enemy team wants to try and close the gap, bang up the whole hog and get the job done there. So he got 2 kills for himself there as well. And we just have the single Genji now. Obviously, Flippy's gone back to Widow, and it's going to be Nico on the McCree.
And Deegan's still sticking to Genji, actually, so it looks like he wants to, commit to this and punish Mendo as best as he can. Icefelt, though, he's got to be really careful with his flashbangs. If he kind of, obviously, times it a little bit wrong, he could be not only killing himself, but killing his teammates, because you can reflect the flashbang, hit more than just yourself around you if there's anyone there.
Well, 3 minutes and 12 in. They've still got 3 minutes to work with, but we saw what Melty did with such a big time lead. They squandered it in the last map on Route 66, so one must be hoping they don't do it here. It's been such a close series, to be fair, so far, and you can see that Digan actually had Dragon Blade out, got himself 1 kill, and he's now just trying to spawn trap people as well. Going to use the Reflect, not going to get the kill, but keeps him alive a little bit longer. He was only on 6 points of health, so he shouldn't expect to get too much more done there. Another aggressive wipe here as well. I'm just seeing Nico, I think, just trying to get a bit aggressive towards Toxic, and actually gets away with that one there, and all of a sudden a resurgence from Melty.
3 of them pushing it forward. Need to make a stand right now, trying to get the shots off on the Widow. The Reinhardt actually doing a little bit to block that vision there as the McCree comes in, gets the flash.
That's it.
And they do it.
That was incredibly quick in those last few moments there. Stunning stuff there from Melty. They did exactly what they did in the first map there as well.
They just march right down the field.
It's really expecting